We just got it last November. It's our second Dynamax. We had a Force HD prior to that. This really just was by chance because this showed up on the lot at Performance RV Sales, and the timing was just all right.
Our kids like the fireplace and the pop-up TV.
And we went from having propane heat to having the aqua hot diesel heat and hot water, so it's endless hot water. It kind of having the aqua hot kind of, and the fireplace kind of stretches out your camping season. You can start a little bit early, camp a little bit later, and it's a lot better, I think, than the propane heat. It's quieter for sure. This model has 2 awnings, so you get awnings the entire length,
shade,
which is great. The XL also has the slide outs, so it follows the paint scheme out. We really like it. How much time you got?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I did was I like the Durbright wheels, no polish, soap and water. I'm all about what's easy. So the next thing was, and a lot of people have this, the snap pads on the jacks, mud flaps to protect the underneath. I put a belly pan under the battery tray to protect the batteries and keep them from getting all dirty. Put a tube in the back to put my Stinky Slinky in when I'm storing it. It's just a piece of conduit that comes into the wet bay, cap on it, throw it in there. Lots of stuff inside as far as adding the CB and custom seats and
lights under this kitchen
light
sink.
Under the kitchen cabinet. I added an extra drawer under the washer and dryer.
Bigger drawers. Deeper
drawers. I did that on the Force, and I did it on this as well. The fog lights
grill
in front, the Caliber 9 grill. Put extra horns in. They're sitting there inside the bumper. So we got air horns on the roof, and then the triple trumpet strain horns right there. Just a lot of stuff to just make it your own. I think that's what's neat, is that you might drive down here and think that a lot of these are the same, but then you start looking at what all the people do to make it their own.
Personalize
and everybody
it.
has their unique Dynamax, They look similar on the outside, but when you go inside...
Totally different. Yeah.
Totally different. We carry a spare tire underneath. I have a spare tire hoist. So, if we ever get a flat or have an issue, once we had a valve stem break on us on a trip, and it's a lot easier when you just have that spare wheel, throw it on there and put the one with the bad stem up on the hoist, and away you go. It's a lot faster than waiting for their repair to get done. My best friend from high school, he used to live close to us, and we'd see him all the time, and he got married and moved to Minnesota. And our first trip on our Dynamax, when we got it, the Force HD, was to Minnesota to pick them up. So we picked up him, his wife, and his 2 kids, and there were 8 of us in the Dynamax, and we went to Mount Rushmore, and then we went to Cody, Wyoming to Yellowstone, and 8 of us in there, and at that point we had the 2 couches that were beds, and then we had the bed in the back and the bunk over, so it slept 8 of us, no problem. And that was a great time. That will always be one of my fondest memories of Dynamax.
Well, and then you go places where it's family oriented, and we have 2 kids, so it's just a bonding for a family. An extended family. It's a memory maker. It's your house on wheels, and
you definitely want to see it and walk through it and test drive it before you buy. But I think the biggest thing to do is get on to Facebook and join the Facebook group, or get onto the Forest River Forum, join the Dynamax group if you're looking at Dynamaxes. Ask all the questions. A wise person once told me that there's no dumb questions, only dumb answers. So, ask all the questions you need ahead of time.
Well, and the nice thing about being on a forum is if you have a problem or a concern, you have many people giving their opinions and suggestions, and it's just really nice to have that information out there.